Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Azeroth and welcome back to Elandril on the Classic Era realm. It is Mirage Raceway EU. If you would like to join, then that's where you need to go. Yes, so this is our non-hardcore playthrough alongside the Professor, who's our hardcore undead warlock, and we started this yesterday morning, I believe. And we're gonna head through Shadow Glen to the back here with where the cave is, and we need to kill a lot of spideys. We also need to collect some petals and mushrooms as well, like the good druid that we are. Hope you're all doing well. I'm pretty good myself. I was trying to record some Cataclysm stuff, but I couldn't get any dungeon pops, so I stopped doing this. And yeah, I thought, you know what, I've just done a hardcore episode, and now I'm here continuing our Classic Era thing. It's late night. This is probably the last thing I'm going to do before going to bed. I thought I'd just do another little half hour. We need 4 of these. Which is nice and simple. Okay, and then we need some mushrooms. Hyacinth mushrooms. Should we get these first before we head into the cave? What are we looking for? What do they look like? These guys drop them as well. There we are. Is this them? Ah, there we go. We know what they look like now. One back there as well. Oh yeah, we've got Moonfire as well. Need to rebuff. Great. I've been debating whether to add the add-on voiceover to this playthrough, because I was thinking about time reading quests versus having it play while we're like moving on. I haven't come to a full decision yet, but I'm leaning towards maybe doing that. We'll see. For now, we're just keeping it as it is. Right, and one more of these. We're very low on mana. Oh, I tell you what, it's coming from the Professor, the Undead Warlock, it feels very different. He's so efficient with his mana versus early Druids who are not at all efficient. There's our mushrooms. Let's have a... Go away. Let's have a drink. And now we're off to Spidey Land to kill some Spideys. Get their ichor. Get some venom sacs. Here's one here. Flipping resist. Let's put our hot on. Heal over time. And clear out some spideys. We've got the Ichor, that was nice and quick. So it's literally just venom sacs. Made a decision today. I uninstalled World of Warcraft Retail, not out of any kind of anger or I think, oh, this is rubbish. I had an excellent time with it, but it obviously takes up quite a bit of space on the old hard drive, or on the solid state drive, and for now, I've had my time with it. I've experienced the story. I'm not gonna do all the endgame login every day. I'm not that kind of gamer. So, yeah, I will get back when there is more story introduced, and I'll do all those quests, and I enjoy that immensely. But for now, yeah, I thought it was a great expansion. Obviously, the expansion is still going, but it's just those parts of it are not for me. So, yeah, we will give that a reinstall when the next sort of quest side, sorry, the next sort of quests are released, which will hopefully be not too far away in the future. Alrighty. Yeah, as you can see, we're just absolutely going crazy for the water. I just mentioned in the Warlock playthrough, I was talking about the professor's haircut. He's got that crazy sort of like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a... He's bald on top and he's got the crazy hair sticking out the sides. I was saying, like, as a younger WoW player, I would have never picked any of those crazy haircuts. And I don't think I would have ever picked something like this, but I actually think Elandra looks really pretty cool. Yeah, I usually just pick like the really standard haircuts. Okay, we're getting some more sacks now, which is good. Nearly Friday, one more day of work. We're having like a relaxed weekend, not doing too much. Obviously, been a busy few weekends. Last weekend we obviously had the wake for my wife's grandfather, and yeah, I think we just want some time for ourselves. I know we're going to take the dogs on a big walk on Sunday with my wife's colleagues, well, my wife's colleague and their new dog. You know, get the puppy socialised and stuff. Looking forward to that. We finally have a cloak. Saturday, I will probably be able to do quite a bit of recording. I'm going to be on my own for a little bit. Kirsten's got some family matters to go deal with. For anyone new to the channel, because new playthroughs tend to sort of garner new viewers, yes, this is the Midventures channel. many people call, like, many people, lots of people call me this. No, people online and some of my friends online call me MIDI. For my handle for a long time was Midian, which comes from, well, I believe it's a biblical place, or it is a place that was mentioned in the Bible. Not that I'm a religious man by any means, but I actually originally got it from a Cradle of Filth album name many years ago, and I just really liked the name, and it stuck. Reduced to MIDI, and yeah, so yeah, but my real name is John. I don't mind sharing that. Either is absolutely fine when commenting. I'm not too precious about things like that. Obviously, I'm not going to try and dox myself. But yeah, MIDI, whatever. Call me whatever you like, as long as it is somewhat kind. I will respond to most things. I'm one of those people who's had different nicknames throughout the years, and different people call me different things. These have respawned quickly, ain't they? It's nice that we don't have to worry too much about dying. Gives us a little break from the hardcore mentality. Just going to move that a little bit there. There we go. Right, nearly level 5. I'm guessing we're going to gear up to leave soon. I usually like to leave at level 6, but we may not get that this time.
How may I help?
Okay. Thank you, Elandro. When I return to Darnassus, I will compare the venom within the sacks with the venom of the other spiders. It is my belief that it will have properties linked to the recent growth of our new world tree. Brill. New staff. Now that I have the spider's venom, I'd like some live specimens to study. Unfortunately, capturing a live giant spider is more than I ask of you, young druid, and a giant spider is more than I could handle myself. But if you can find an unhatched egg, then delivering specimens will be much easier, and I can then arrange for the unhatched spiders to be contained. There must be a nest deep within the cave. Please search for an egg. Oof. Right, yeah, we can do that for you, mate.
Goodbye.
Get that flipping error stuff out the way. Then we'll go and do Iveron's delivery. Sorry, Iveron's antidote. Level 6, we've got Thorns and a new level of Wrath coming up.
I am honored.
Yeah, we collected
Be
them.
careful.
Thank Haloon, you've gathered these ingredients so quickly. In just a moment, I will have the antidote prepared.
Good luck, friend.
We leveled up. The antidote is ready, Elandro. Please see that Iveron drinks it. There is something that you should know. The antidote, it will only remain viable for 5 minutes. You must get it to him in time. Speed be with you, Elandril.
Farewell.
Right. Yes, we can do that. And I'm so confident in my abilities to get there that I'm even going to go sell. Is this our new staff? It is. Bit harsh that our friend is dying of poisoning and we're shopping, but there we go. Yes, so we're going to head back now, hand that in, and then go get an egg from the back. So we're going to be killing more spiders to clear a path. Yeah, I'm pretty set on going feral, I think. Gives us that flexibility to tank dungeons and also sort of DPS out in the wild. Just gonna completely ignore that spider, just like, yeah, whatever, mate. Going to be killing enough of your brothers and sisters in a moment. Okay, here is Everon. Hello, matey.
Can I assist you?
Oh, Elandril, I'm so glad you've returned.
Friend.
What is this, Elandril? Oh, I knew Diriana would be able to help me. He drinks it. I'm always getting into trouble, and Diriana, well, she always manages to help me out. I'm feeling much better, but I think I'll sit here for a while longer until I feel completely better. Well, that, and I was hoping you'd clear a path for me through those vicious webwood spiders. Okay, we're going to get some... No, we're not going to get anything.
May the stars go.
Except some monetary value from that. We're now going to go get an egg from deep within the cave. And then we probably just Hearthstone out, don't we? And then move on to Dolinar. So, what am I looking forward to in this whole playthrough? Well, early on, I'm looking forward to fully doing, like, Darkshore, and even, like, I don't feel like I've ever really done Ashenvale properly. It's always a bit out of level by the time you get over here from the other side. Because you're usually heading down here to do, thingamajiggy. You know, thingamajiggy. Black Phasm Deeps. So, yeah, looking forward to doing that early on. Obviously looking forward to crossing the sea and doing those early dungeons, always good. Well, dungeons in general, 5-man content while leveling up. Looking forward to that. Not really sure what to do profession-wise. I've done alchemy so much, but it's one that I really enjoy doing. We could go leatherworking and skinning and make our own gear. That might be quite cool. Or do we just go like skinning and herbalism and just sell all the stuff that we get on the auction house, make some money? Right, we're looking for a spider egg, which is up there. How do we get up there? There is a lot of spiders in this spider cave. Surprising nobody. Oh gosh, hi. Yeah, I think we're going up here and round and up. Thought I'd have a little chat with you guys about D&D. Obviously on the channel barrier it says Gaming and D&D Campaign Diaries. I need to do a diary for one of our last sessions that we've done. That will come soon. Maybe that might be something that I put up while I'm away. But I kind of wanted to just sort of tell you about the world that we play in and stuff. Thought it might pass some time and talk about some, nerd out about some fantasy. Oh, can we not get up here? That's frustrating if we can't. Nope, okay, so we're still going round this way. Fair enough. So, it is a custom world that I created or have been creating for the past 3 or 4 years. No longer, probably. Like, the original concept might be 6 or 7 years ago. But it's only, say, in the past 2 or 3 years that I've really started using it in the context of D&D. It's called... Well, I called the setting, I called the Known Realms of Delgea. And the sort of... If you zoom in a little bit setting-wise, then the sort of stuff that I've been focusing on is called the Otis Chronicles. Otis is the sort of world that a lot of the current lore that I've written and where the players are currently playing is set. There's also an area above Otis called the Winterweald, which is like a... I guess if you're going to compare it to WoW, you'd say it was like Northrend, but it's not undead and stuff. It's just like a frozen wilderness, basically. And they're actually there at the moment, our players. But it's very, I don't know, it's a typical fantasy setting. When I first started it, and I would say this to any DM or anyone who wants to create their own setting, don't worry about ripping stuff off. Fantasy creators have been ripping each other off for flipping years. You know, and the reason, and I've always seen this advice from a lot of like dungeon masters on YouTube, is there is a reason why every map in that a fantasy D&D DM makes has something called like Skull Mountain. You know, it's because Skull Mountain is really flipping cool, and that is really what it comes down to me. I like creating my setting, but it's not like something that I love it, but I'm not super like cherishing over it, like, oh, it has to be so different to everything else. You know what I mean? We've got humans, we've got dwarves, we've got elves. You know, all the typical stuff. I've added my own like twist on things, you know, in terms of their backgrounds. I try and make them not exactly like Tolkien-esque. But there's a reason that those kind of things endure, and that's because they're awesome. So what happened in the sort of the recent history, to sort of give you some context, is the human kingdom recently split after a civil war between two brothers. Good King Trestus, who was sort of the king of the human kingdom, which was actually also called Otis as well. He was turned on by his brother Selich, who basically, in short, is a racist, again, or doesn't trust other races. And the humans and dwarves have actually been working together very well over the past couple of centuries, and it's meant that there's great trade, and there's not trade of people, but there's movement of people across borders and things like that. And Selich is a bit of human purist, and basically these discussions and arguments over the years turned into war, where Selich kind of influenced the king's court to turn against him, and there was all kinds of battles and the like, and Selich and his sort of companions and people who believed in him moved north of the continent and settled quite north of Otis, and they built something called the Black Iron Citadel, where they stay. And Selich sort of became so worried about other races and basically other people, and he was so consumed by jealousy of his brother King Trestus, and also he is just so I'm not trying to think what the word is. It's not curious. I'm trying trying to think of the word. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. He's very why am I blanking on such a word? It's not disdain. That's what the word is. He has so much disdain towards other people that he basically locked himself inside the citadel and has not been seen or heard from for a long time himself. His armies are still doing things, but yet no one's actually heard from him. And he was given the name because of that. Oh, sorry. I should have... sorry. Let's stop that for a second. Let's engage in this. Elandril, is it? I heard that Teneron has been asking for you. You'll find him at the highest top room atop Aldersil. We may live long lives, but it's best not to keep waiting best you not keep him waiting too long. Yeah, so now Selich is known as the Iron Recluse. And yeah, he's just like an evil dude up there. There's more to it, but I just thought I'd share a little bit. I might share other bits as we keep playing. The dwarves, you know, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I really like the dwarves that I've made, but they're kind of typical in many ways. They live in a big mountain called Dungrelt, but they're very political. My dwarves, they're not sort of, and they actually, one of their biggest trades is something called ironwood, which is like lumber that is as strong as like metal. And yeah, so they're not like deep miners. They live in mountains because they feel safe there, and they do mine stone and stuff like that. But they're actually quite political. There's a lot of political houses, which were once, they ruled everything with like an iron fist, and sort of the Dwarven King, he sort of freed the Dwarven people from the sort of clasp of these very powerful people, these very powerful dwarves, which means that he's very well loved by his people, but the upper echelons of that society who once had held that power now sort of aren't too happy with him. Anyway, Teneron. Indril, I was hoping you'd be prompt in answering my summons. I have an important task I would like you to perform. It is time for you to set out and seek your destiny, Elandril. But before you are ready to set out into the world beyond our enchanted forest, there is much you must learn about our recent history. Much has changed with our people since the Battle of Mount Hagel. Nordrassil lies a pale shadow of what it once was. Its power used to defeat Archamond and drive back the Burning Legion. There is a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell, north of Aldrassil, and return to me a vial of its water. Fill the crystal vial and bring it back to Teneron's Storm Grip atop Aldrassil. Yeah, we can do that. That's what's over there. We're going to risk it. Oh, you wouldn't do this on hardcore. There we go. But yeah, I love world building. One of my favourite bits about... I obviously love DMing, and the players that I've got are great. My wife plays a character. My wife's cousin, who's also a very good friend of mine, does. Some of my wife's colleagues. It's all very cool. Oh, there we go. Fill this. And we're all new to it, really. Still, you know, this is the first sort of campaign that I've ever really done and got in depth with. This is the first campaign that any of the characters / players have actually done. So it's been a really good learning process together. And we're not super, like, I don't know what to call it, sticklers for the rules. We obviously follow it, so there is actually structure, and we're actually playing a game. But we follow what's, I think a lot of people call the rule of cool, which is we can bend rules if something sounds really cool and it makes sense within the universe. If you've never tried D&D, I couldn't recommend it enough. It can be difficult to get into because it's difficult to get groups of people to do it. even though it's a lot more, it's probably the most popular it's ever been since maybe when it first came out back in the, was it 70s/80s. But yeah, to get a lot of people to sit down around the table for a few hours, it can be hard. I bought the starter kit absolutely years ago, looking for people to play it with me, and it was only in the past few years that I've managed to get like a group of people. But enough of that. What are we on? 30 minutes, yeah. So I think this might be like a half hour or so. I would have loved to get to level 6 though, so I might go and grind that up. Because I doubt this is dinging us. The Moonwells hold waters of the Well of Eternity, the ancient source of magic that has wrought so many horrors upon our world. The Druids take advantage of its properties, and the Sentinels revered the wells as shrines to illume, but sorcery is forbidden to all.
May the stars guide you.
So you've heard of the first part of the aftermath of the Battle of Mount Argyll. There is much more to be told, and the task you have begun here will continue through the rest of your journey through Teldrassil and into Darnassus.
Good luck, friend.
While there is more I could speak to you of Moonwells and of Teldrassil, I must send you along. Corathras Moonrage will be expecting you. I have poured this. Sorry, that's not. No, Illidan. That's Illidan Stormrage. Okay, yeah. Will be expecting you. I have poured the phial of water you brought to me into this vessel to bring to him. Speak to Corathras. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dolinar. Follow the road south from Aldrassil, out of Shadowglen, and continue to follow the cobblestones as the road turns west. Mind you, stay on the road though in Elandril. There are dangerous beasts in the forests of late. There we go. We have finished the starting area for the Night Elves. And we'll be moving into sort of the secondary starting area in the next episode. Let's get down to terra firma. Without dying. And let's find some yellow mobs. Probably best to kill spiders, isn't it? Oh, we are. You're level 3. Right, let's see how much XP we get. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. You know, we'll play for a little bit longer just to level up. God, I've already gone through all that water. Got a nice new tunic there. Couple more, what's it suggesting? 3 more kills. This is a good little, this is called XP to level or something, or X to level. So it shows you how many kills you need, how many quests, your percentage done, and like how much time is going to pass until you level. We're down on mana. It is a real drain, isn't it? The old mana for early druids. Righto, one more. And this should be the level. Hooray, there it is, level 6. Sorry, just doing my usual photo shoot. Okay. Is the Druid trainer up here? I think you are, aren't you? Right, we'll go get our last few spells, and we'll log out up there. Yeah, about 35 minutes. Yeah, that's good. Up we jump. Hello, Mordant.
What brings you?
What are you teaching me? You're teaching me Thorns and Wrath. Oh, no, you're not.
Good luck, friend.
We'll pick up the next level of Wrath later on, because we don't have the money. God, I felt like we sold a lot of stuff. Oh, right, we've got more stuff to sell. Yeah, we'll pick up later. We've just got Thorns, which is like protection that causes damage back to people, which is good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Guys and gals, should I say. I hope you're enjoying the Classic Era playthrough. I know it's a bit... well, it is lower stakes than the hardcore stuff, but, you know, it's a bit different, a bit more chill. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, so long may it continue. Wherever you are, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well, and yeah, have a good day/evening, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.